はい。皆さん、こんにちは、こんばんは。今日は MLB ザショー24、ロサンゼルス、ドジャース、VS、ボストン、レッドソックス。始めていきましょう。
From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Luis Domingo. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about set to go. Getting the nod in this one, Tyler Glasnow. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Glasnow, ready and deals. And strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. Got him swinging.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And next for the Red Sox, Vaughn Grissom.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
0-1.
Glasnow, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Glasnow back to work, the 0-1. Good eye right there. 1 out, bases empty. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2. One down, bases empty. Goes down looking.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Two outs.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
2 down, nobody on. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
So Devers will take his base.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And now Tristan Casas. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
And the right-hander deals. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a pitch. Stays alive.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Devers off of first with 2 away. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Another strikeout for Glasnow. And the Red Sox leave 1. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill today, Brian Bayo. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Ripped, but it curls foul.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Struck him out looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time gem right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that one missing low. Fastball almost got him there. The next offering misses. 3-2 now. Will Smith waiting for a turn at the plate. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Righty to the plate. Got got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Dodgers go down quietly. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for Boston, Tyler O'Neill. The pitch. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 1-0. And here it comes.
One.
Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So up next, Luis Rengifo. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. Rengifo in his 6th season, batting 6th in today's lineup. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a foul ball. The pitch. Foul ball there. No score here in the second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
The 1-2. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, a tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Cedane Rafaela.
Now at the plate, Cedane Rafaela.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
And that one fouled off. First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
2 on, 1 out. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Just missed. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Right-hander kick steals to first. Might be 2. Tags the runner for 1. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. So it's no runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Outside low, and the count even 1-1. Line drive. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Batting 5th, the first baseman,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freeman.
Pitch misses there. 1-0.
1-0.
And strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
Got a full count.
3-2 now. And that one hammered Durant. Going back on this one. That one opts against the fence. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Muncy to hit. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Freeman over at second, one down. That one misses. Now 2-0. Man at second. That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
In the dirt, 3 balls and a strike. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
No left fielder. Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And he deals. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering is downstairs. Luis Domingo in the on-deck circle. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. In for a strike, now 3-1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Count is full.
Righty delivers. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Throws to second for 1. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full. No score. On to the 3rd inning. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The pitch. High fly ball out to left field. Hernandez settles underneath it, brings it in, and there's 1 away.
The center fielder, number 16, Jaron.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jaron Durant. Led off the game with a strikeout. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And a foul ball left side. One down, base is empty. Got him. 2 gone.
Always a tough call to make as a third base umpire. You're a long way away. It's not a great angle, and it happens so quickly, but it's part of the job. Sometimes just a coin flip.
Well, what do you got on it? I think he got it right. I think he went.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's a good call. But you talk to umpires, and they say sometimes it can be really difficult depending on what color the bat is, what color the uniform is. Things that you just wouldn't think about come into play when they're trying to make a quick call like that.
What if we just went possession arrow?
That'd be great.
Grissom batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Two outs, base is empty. This one popped up right side. Soto tracks it down for the out. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Luis Domingo. The wind of the pitch. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. The wind of the pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The wind to kick the pitch. Ground ball right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a play, and he reaches safely. Danny Ramirez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
The 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. At the belt and fires. And that's outside. And another ball.
2-2.
Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Caught looking his first time up. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
The Dodgers looking to strike first here in the last half of the third. Next offering way off the plate. Bayo picks over. Domingo dives back in safely. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position. Betts in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Rengifo going back, and it's caught just in front of the wall. So 1 hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0. Start of the 4th, Rafael Devers up to hit. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too.
That's a ball.
First pitch misses.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Left-hand batter waits. Swinging a foul straight back. The pitch. Good eye in that spot.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And Devers hits that one. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Tristan Casas. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, no outs. Here's Tyler O'Neill. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the right-hander deals. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. The Red Sox with a chance to score first. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it. And there's 1 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Just missed.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning-ending double play, Boo.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Ball to strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 and 2 is the count.
That one in the dirt and gets away. And now a single might score 2.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
Two on, 1 out. That one way outside, and it's a full count. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Go ahead run on base. Cedane Rafaela getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
The 1-0. And that one is in for a strike. Missed inside with the curve.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And it's even up.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes a nice running catch. 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Connor Wong.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Devers on third, Casas on second, Rengifo at first, 2 out of the inning. Just missed. And a pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Leave them loaded. And we are still scoreless. Bottom of the inning. Here's Juan Soto. Bayo back to work. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. High fly ball out to center field. Duran under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Will Smith. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. And they get the out on Smith.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
And there's the strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
1-1.
He swings and fouls one off. And a ball and 2 strikes. Bounce to the right. Casas. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in LA, new inning getting started. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And a pitch. In the air out to center. Moving under this one. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The center fielder, number 16.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one fouled off. Duran measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Out towards right center field. Domingo puts it away, and a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Vaughn.
And here is Vaughn Grissom. First pitch misses.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
And here it comes. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2-1 now. Bounce to third, and he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rafael.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So 2 down. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. First pitch, not close. All tied up here in the second game of the series. Next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. And a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Boston strands a pair. Still no score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th.
The third baseman, Matt Muncy.
And the right-hander back to work. Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And the 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Bingo.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Luis Domingo. Hard hit, right side. Whips it to Casas, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. 6th inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now it's the right fielder.
Tyler O'Neill.
Here comes a pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. turned on, but foul wide of third. The pitch. Just missed. And the righty deals. That one misses, and the count is filled up. Hit in the air, right field. Soto gets under it and makes the grab. One away.
The left fielder, number 2,
Luis Rengifo will hit next. And that's a little bit high. And that one off the outside edge.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Got him looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
The batter.
And next is the designated hitter, Cedane Rafaela. That one's in there, 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
0-2 now. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Danny Ramirez. Bayo back to work. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And that one sliced foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. And the 0-1. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
All over that one right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And now it's Mookie Betts. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters. Oh, and that deflects off his glove. And they get the out after the ricochet.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And next for LA, Juan Soto. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the sixth. Rocketed out towards right center. Durant brings it in with a nice running grab. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the batter
Leading
now.
off for the Red Sox, the catcher, Connor Wong.
The right-hander back to work. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Robert Suarez getting loose out there. Sims also getting ready. Kicks and deals.
Oh.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And another ball. Two and two. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Here's Trevor Story. This splits between April and May there.
Trevor Story.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
The 0-2. And that one is inside ball 1.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The pitch. Popped up. And it falls.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Just a flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down, as he ran out of the box, because, Boog, sometimes you just got to talk to it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. That'll be it for Glass now. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Robert Suarez on the pitch here. He's been so good against lefties.
Robert Suarez.
So the lineup flips over, and stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Story on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
And he deals. And a good eye there.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Oh, no, he dropped it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Check swing, and he held up. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Two on, 2 outs. And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Two outs. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. And they take a 2-run lead. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Tristan, intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
O'Neill in the box now, takes strike 1. 2 runs across in the inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. And a pitch. Got him. Good job at damage control right there. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 7th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
That's outside. Ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Michael Fulmer, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Pomerantz, a left-hander, also throwing.
That's a ball.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-0.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
The 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2.
Out to short. Story on the run. Throw to first. And they get the out on Smith.
Up next to the Dodgers, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 2. Ball 1, no strikes. Strike 1.
1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2-2.
2-2 on the way. Up the middle. Story sends it over to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. A strikeout and a walk. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. That one at 95, missed up top. 1-0. With the tying run at the plate here in the second game of the series. Wouldn't chase that time. Out to short, Story. They get the force. That's the inning. One left for LA, and they're down 2-0. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Luis Rengifo. And a pitch. Just missed. Suarez, a 6'2" righty, 210 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Right-handed reliever. Now he breaks his bat. Betts. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Cedane Rafaela. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
That's low.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Ramirez. Quick feed to second for 1. On to Freddie. Double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
Story stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Red Sox leading it by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That misses the zone. 2-1. This one in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. One left for the Red Sox. They're up 2-0. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Here's the center fielder, Luis Domingo. The wind and the pitch.
Domingo.
On the ground. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here is Danny Ramirez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Casas. 1 at second. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Misses outside. Going to count 1 and 2. Outside.
Oh, he's looking to try to finish off 8 solid innings out there on the mound. He's just getting to 100 pitches right now, man. It's been so impressive. He's been really good in this one.
Mookie Betts hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Mookie Betts. And that's outside. Ball 1. Now move to first. And he's back in there. Pitch misses there. And now 2-0. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
O'Neill makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brusdar Graterol.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So the batting order turns over. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
Jarren Duran.
And a pitch. And that misses off the outside edge. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
1-1.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. The 2-1.
Ball.
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Right-hander kicks, deals, and that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So man aboard. And next for the Red Sox, Vaughn Grissom. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. J.P. Fireeisen looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Armstrong warming up as well. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fought off foul.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Ball one there. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2.
Red Sox by 2 here at the top of the ninth. Gratterol with a move to first. And he dives back in safely. Righty to the plate. Devers tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Man at first, Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead.
Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder,
Tyler O'Neill up next for the Red Sox. Swung on, belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double as a run scores.
Little hesitation there led to the bad jump on a ball that really looked catchable. That allows a huge run to score late in this ball game.
So 2 on with 2 away. And stepping in for Boston, Luis Rengifo. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
And another ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Next offering way off the plate.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1 is on the way. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two on, 2 outs. That's too high, and it's ball 4. Another walk.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
Now it's going to be Cedane Rafaela. And that's in for a strike.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Domingo on the move to the gap. He's got it, and that'll do it. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Brennan Bernardino.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The right fielder.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Juan Soto steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. That one misses. And now it's even 1-1.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
And now the lefty. That one missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Good eye in that spot. Swings through that one out in front that time.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Kicks and fires. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Smith stands in now and watches strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Next offering is down low, and it's 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And the pitch. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 3. Bounced up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. That leaves him without a throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Max Muncy at the dish. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of inning number 9. Tying run at the plate. Got him swinging for the K. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do.
Drew Pomeranz into the game.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Hernandez in the box now. Takes strike 1. That's inside. 1-1. And there's a ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner around third. He'll score, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So a change being made at first base. Dodgers bring in a pinch runner, Andy Pajes. And up next for Los Angeles, Luis Domingo. That's in there. Strike 1. So the tying run at second. They're down to their final strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Pomeranz is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox even this series up at a game apiece.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Boston Red Sox.
ロサンゼルス、ドジャース、VS、ボストン、レッドソックス。
Welcome to Dodger Stadium. We're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first 2, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. On the hill here today, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Jarren Duran. First pitch, and he just misses. Kicks and deals. Out to center. Under it. Makes the catch for the out. And a quick out, number 1. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Batting 7th, someone they're hoping breaks out in this one. Ceddanne Rafaela.
Well, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, it's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
Oh, great grab on the dive. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Man, a lot going on that play. Diving stop to his right in that hole, and then gets up and takes it himself. Man, it's a one-man show.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Devers. First offering, and it just misses. Two outs. Clips the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on.
No, that's high.
Tristan Casas waiting to bat for the Red Sox. The pitch. That one's in there. Now 3-2. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Red Sox go down quietly, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound in this one, Cutter Crawford.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Shohei Ohtani in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Chases that one out of the zone, and there's 1 down.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass. It's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Mookie Betts batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer. Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Two outs, base is empty. Way inside.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Will Smith. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Man on second, 2 down. There's a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Good job to fight that one off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Here's the 0-2. Popped in the air, left field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 left for LA, scoreless after 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, now batting Tristan Casas. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. The wide to kick the pitch. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's Tyler O'Neill, 2 for 9 so far in the series. Fastball for a strike. One out, base is empty. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit. There's a strike. Rengifo, 28 years old. And usually he's a second baseman, but today he's starting in the outfield. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
I always see second basemen as being pretty versatile guys you can move around, and so for him to be out in the outfield today doesn't surprise me at all.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Muncy pulls it down, and that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Now here is Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
The pitch. That's hard hit on the line. Snags it on the run. And there's one away.
Batting 6th, the third baseman.
And now it's Max Muncy.
Muncy.
On the inside corner for a strike. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 7th, the left fielder,
And now Teoscar Hernandez. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. And that's a little high. The 1-0. And that's outside. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on down to the top of the third. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top half of the third inning. Now it's the DH, Cedane Rafaela. Yamamoto back to work. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And 1 away in the top of the third.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Connor Wong.
Connor Wong getting ready to hit. 0 for 4 in the win last night. That's in there. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a miss.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
That's down and in. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here's Trevor Story now. 3 for 7 in the series so far. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Bringing the cheese on that one.
The 1-2. Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
In the dirt, and that's ball 3. 2 outs. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Righty delivers. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Yamamoto checks the runner. Story back into the dive. Durant stands in now, looks at that one inside. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Story on the move. Pitches low. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Luis Domingo. And the right-hander back to work. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
And now the rookie second baseman, Danny Crawford, keeping an eye on him.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And the 1-0. And that one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. That pitch in for a strike. 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next offering upstairs. Just off the outside part of the plate. Shohei Ohtani up next. Domingo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ground ball right side. And he grabs it foul. At the belt and fires. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Betts up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the third and final game of the series. And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Turns and fires to Betts. That misses the zone. And now 3-0. Juan Soto up next for the Dodgers. Here's a 3-0. And that one fouled off. The Dodgers looking to strike first. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it.
Up next for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Juan.
And now it's Juan Soto. Doubled his first time up. And a good eye there.
1 ball, no strike.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The pitch. That one almost got him.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That misses, and that's ball 3. Will Smith to bat next. Two on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. Dodgers strand a couple, and we are still scoreless. On to the fourth. Now batting Jarren Duran.
The center fielder, number 16, Jarren Duran.
The pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Vaughn Grissom will hit next. Grounded out his first time. Yamamoto throws over, and he's back in safely.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
That one finds the zone.
No ball.
0-1.
1 strike.
Fourth inning underway, no score. And ball 1. That one's in there, and the count 1-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. On the ground to third. Muncy to second. On to Freddie. Double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Devers now. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Now fly ball to right center. Domingo makes the catch. And that'll do it. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. And we're back. The batter now will be Will Smith.
The catcher, Will Smith.
The right-hander back to work. Lined into left center, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. Strike on the inside corner. Now the 0-1. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Smith aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 balls and a strike. Wouldn't chase that time.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Max Muncy waiting for a turn at the plate. The 3-1. That one pulled foul.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Baseman, Matt Muncy.
Here's Muncy to hit. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug. and these type of home run totals. Man at first, one away. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rengifo gets under it. Rengifo pulls that one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far. That's in there. Strike one. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So the Dodgers leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now Tristan Casas.
Tristan Casas.
The pitch. Casas goes 6 feet 5 inches, 245 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And the right-hander deals. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Righty to the plate. Got it by him for the K.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
O'Neill.
So digging in, Tyler O'Neill. And a foul ball. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. O'Neill checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. That misses, and it's 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The left fielder.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So stepping in for Boston, Luis Rengifo. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Here comes a pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And the righty deals. Inside, just missed. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now Cedane Rafaela grounded out his first time. Checks over to first, back safely. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Go to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. Halfway through this one, still no score. Back here in L.A., here's a big power threat. Luis Domingo.
The center fielder.
And a pitch.
Luis Domingo.
Upstairs. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Ryan Mata up and loosening in the pen. Giolito getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. That one drifts inside. There's a strike and a count 2-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. O'Neill on his horse. Nice grab on the run. And there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Danny Ramirez. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. The other way. Rengifo makes the play. And there are two down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Back to the top of the lineup. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that's too high.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that one clips the corner. That's off the mark. 3-1 now.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And a big swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Sixth inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Top of the sixth inning. And now the DH, Cedane Rafaela.
Cedane Rafaela.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Up and in, ball one. And the pitch. Outside low, 2-1. And another ball. And he deals. Inside ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
At the plate, Connor Wong. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Center field. Makes the grab.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Trevor
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. His home and away splits there. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the sixth. And there's a strike on the outside corner. The shortstop takes a ball. Comes a 2-2. Hit in the air, center field. Sizing this one up. Ramirez holds it in on the run.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran, 1 for 2. Throw over to first. It's low and gets away. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike one. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Got it. Picks up strikeout number 7. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. And we still have no score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning, and now the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Crawford back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that is ball 1. Bounced out to short, Story. Whips it to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Really nice sequence right there, and the change of speeds off the fastball. Really good arm action. Sold it. Changeup just doesn't arrive.
And that just misses. Almost got him. Here's the 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Lifted in the air down the left side. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Man at second with 1 away. And up to the plate is Will Smith. This one smoked out to left. And they get the out on Smith. And there's 2 away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time off, he'll find a hole.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering is down low. Swings through that one for strike 2. And a curve is down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for Boston, Vaughn Grissom. The wind and the pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Bounce to the left side, and foul ball. Just misses with that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Devers stands in now and watches strike 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. On the ground to third. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Now here is Tyler O'Neill. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, 1 out. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. That's in there. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now. Now a chance for Cedane Rafaela.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they lead by 3.
Got to be feeling great about that double. Big spot, and he drives in 2. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is done, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Pitching change here, Lucas Sims.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And now Connor Wong. In there at the knees. Right-handed reliever. Strike 2. Just missed.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, here comes Max Muncy. The wind of the pitch.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Drew Pomeranz up and throwing. Fulmer getting loose as well. And here it comes. There's the strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. Left-hand hitter waits. Got him looking. Now 1 away.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. The Dodgers trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to short, Story. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis Domingo.
So 2 down now, and here is Luis Domingo. He's a guy who does it all. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Left field, Rengifo moving back for this one. Nabs it, and that's the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
The pitch. And a good eye there. Sims, in his 7th season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, and occasionally mixes in the slur. Ripped on a line. And that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So the batting order turns over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. Story stands at second with no outs. Bounce to the right side. Ramirez on to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Vaughn Grissom.
So stepping in for Boston, Vaughn Grissom. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. A little bit high, maybe. Ball 1. Kicks and fires. And another ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. First pitch misses.
1-0.
At the belt and fires. Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. That's in for a strike at 95. And the count 1-2. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Slings to second. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Josh Winkowski.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in, Danny Ramirez. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The pitch. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Isaiah Campbell. Fulmer, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The 1-0. That clips a corner.
1-1.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
The designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, way back there, and that one hops the wall. Ohtani into second, and he's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Mookie to hit. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. That one finds the zone.
No ball.
Strike
One
one.
strike.
Righty delivers. There's a strike to Mookie.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Kicks and deals. That one not close. And the count is 1-2.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And that one is lifted in the air. O'Neill drifts towards it. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That one misses. 3-0. Will Smith waits on deck. Ohtani at second with two down. And that drops in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Grissom tosses to first. Play made. That ends the inning. One left for LA. They're down 4-0. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, JP Fireisen.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Tristan Casas digs in now.
The first baseman, Tristan Casas.
The pitch. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. And that's down and away. That one missed. Swings through that. 2-2. And they'll do it again. Liner, and that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And next for the Red Sox, Tyler O'Neill. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. And a pitch. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Action in the pen down there. Brusdar Grotterol looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Armstrong warming up as well. Man at second. And 1-2. The pitch. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now, Luis Rengifo swings and sends a rocket to right. Soto settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cedane Rafaela.
Cedane Rafaela up next for the Red Sox.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Runner at second, 2 down. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Domingo under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Dodgers nothing. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Isaiah Campbell.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leading up.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
The wind of the pitch. Outside. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. The wind to kick the pitch. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
To the right side, Grissom throws to first in time, and a couple of quick outs.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Muncy.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Muncy digs in. That misses. Ball 1. The Dodgers down by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering is fouled back. One strike away. Got him. Ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum, but at home you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 runners on base.
Mm-hmm. ご視聴ありがとうございます。高評価、チャンネル登録お願いします。